When you think about India, what images come to mind? Maybe it is the magnificent Taj Mahal, colorful festivals filling the streets, traditional clothing, or incredible food full of spices and flavors. But India is much more than famous landmarks and beautiful photographs. It is a country where ancient traditions are still part of everyday life. A country where a simple greeting can show respect, where festivals can transform entire cities, where family bonds are celebrated across generations, and where food tells the story of a community's history. India is one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world, with more than 1.4 billion people, hundreds of languages, and thousands of communities. India is not just one culture, it is a collection of many cultures living together. From the mountains of the north to the beaches of the south, every region has its own traditions, customs, clothing, music, and cuisine. Today, we are exploring the local traditions that make India unlike anywhere else. India's history stretches back thousands of years. Over centuries, different civilizations, religions, kingdoms, and communities have shaped the way people live today. What makes India fascinating is that traditions are not only found in museums or history books, they are alive. They can be seen in homes, markets, streets, temples, celebrations, and family gatherings. A person living in Rajasthan may have completely different traditions from someone living in Kerala. A wedding in Punjab may look completely different from a wedding in Tamil Nadu. Even the way people dress, cook, celebrate, and communicate can change dramatically from one state to another. Yet, across this incredible diversity, many traditions share common values: respect, family, community, and connection to history. Let's begin with one of India's most recognizable traditions. One of the most famous Indian traditions is the greeting known as Namaste. Instead of shaking hands, many people place their palms together in front of their chest and slightly bow their head. This simple gesture represents respect and acknowledgement of another person. The word namaste comes from Sanskrit and is often understood as a respectful greeting that recognizes the value of the person in front of you. Although modern India has adopted many global customs, including handshakes, namaste remains an important symbol of Indian culture. It is commonly used when meeting elders, during religious ceremonies, at family gatherings, and in many everyday interactions. The tradition also reflects an important cultural value, treating others with kindness and respect. And from childhood, many Indians are taught the importance of showing respect to parents, grandparents, teachers, and guests. A small gesture like namaste carries a much deeper meaning, and it represents humility, politeness, and connection between people. One of the most beautiful parts of Indian culture is the incredible number of festivals celebrated throughout the year. Festivals in India are not just events, they are experiences that bring entire communities together. One of the most famous celebrations is Diwali, known as the Festival of Lights. During Diwali, homes are decorated with small oil lamps called diyas. Families clean and decorate their homes, prepare special meals, exchange gifts, and gather together. The streets glow with thousands of lights, creating a magical atmosphere. For many people, Diwali represents the victory of light over darkness and hope over difficulties. Another famous celebration is Holi, the festival of colors. During Holi, people gather outside and celebrate by throwing colorful powders at each other. Music fills the streets, people dance, laugh, and celebrate with friends and family. The festival creates a sense of unity because people from different backgrounds often join together in the celebration. In the southern state of Kerala, people celebrate Onam. This harvest festival includes traditional dances, cultural performances, special meals, and beautiful flower arrangements called pukalam. One of the most exciting parts of Onam is the traditional snake boat race, where longboats carrying dozens of rowers race across the water. In West Bengal, Durga Puja transforms cities with incredible decorations, artistic displays, music, and community celebrations. Each festival tells a story, each celebration preserves history, and each one shows how traditions continue to connect people. Another important part of life in India is the role of family. For many Indian families, relationships between generations are extremely important. Grandparents, parents, and children often maintain very close connections. In some households, multiple generations live together, allowing traditions, and some households, multiple generations live together, allowing traditions, stories, and family knowledge to be passed down. Respect for elders is a value taught from a young age. During important occasions such as weddings, religious ceremonies, and festivals, younger family members may seek blessings from their elders. This gesture represents gratitude and respect. Family celebrations in India are often large gatherings. Relatives may travel long distances to spend time together, share meals, and celebrate important moments. Even as lifestyles change and more people move to cities for work and education, family connections remain an important part of Indian identity. The family is not only a place where people live, it is a place where traditions survive. Clothing in India is more than fashion. It is a reflection of culture, history, and regional identity. The sari is one of India's most recognizable traditional garments. Worn in many different styles across the country, saris can be made from silk, cotton, and other fabrics. Many include detailed embroidery, patterns, and colors that represent local craftsmanship. Men also have traditional clothing styles. The kurta is commonly worn during festivals, celebrations, and formal occasions. Other garments, such as dhotis and lungis, are worn in different regions. Indian weddings are especially famous for their beautiful clothing. Brides often wear richly decorated outfits with detailed embroidery and jewelry. Traditional clothing allows people to celebrate their heritage while keeping cultural practices alive. Even today, many people proudly wear traditional clothing during festivals, weddings, and important family events. Food is one of the most important ways people experience Indian culture. Indian cuisine is incredibly diverse because every region has developed its own flavors, ingredients, and cooking methods. Northern India is known for dishes such as naan, butter chicken, and rich curries. Southern India is famous for foods like dosa, idli, rice dishes, and coconut-based curries. Coastal areas often include seafood, while different regions are known for their own unique spices and cooking styles. Spices are a major part of Indian cuisine. Turmeric, cumin, coriander, cardamom, and many others create the flavors that make Indian food famous around the world. But food is not only about taste, it is about Families often pass recipes from one generation to another. A grandmother's recipe may become a tradition that continues for decades. Hospitality is also an important value. Guests are often welcomed with tea, snacks, or a home cooked meal, and sharing food is a way of showing friendship, generosity, and respect. In India, a meal is often more than something you eat, it is an experience shared with others. India is home to many religions and spiritual traditions. Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, and many other beliefs have shaped the country's culture. Places of worship are an important part of communities. Temples, mosques, churches, gurdwaras, and monasteries are not only places for prayer, but also places where people gather and support each other. For many people, spirituality is connected to daily life. Morning prayers, religious ceremonies, and traditional rituals continue to be practiced in homes and communities. One of India's most famous spiritual locations is Varanasi, located along the Ganges River. For thousands of years, people have traveled there because of the river's deep spiritual importance. At sunrise, boats move across the water while temples rise along the riverbanks, creating a scene that represents India's connection between history, culture, and spirituality. India is a country where the past and present exist together. Modern cities, technology, and changing lifestyles continue to shape the country, but traditions remain an important part of everyday life. A greeting like Namaste, a festival like Diwali, a family gathering, a traditional meal, a piece of clothing passed down through generations. These are the moments that keep culture alive. What makes India truly unique is its diversity. Every state has its own stories. Every community has its own traditions, and every person contributes to the incredible cultural identity of the country. Exploring India means discovering something new around every corner, a new tradition, a new flavor, a new story.